All right, guys. So here we have another Backrooms speed run. This one was our best run yet. I believe it was a 21-23, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Um, so yeah, this one is a good one. Very excited with this run. We are currently about 2 or 3 minutes off from world record. So each and every single day we're trying very hard to get that record. So here we have level 0, where essentially we're just looking for a mold on the ceiling, and you can see here we find it pretty quickly. We drop down and we find a no clip box, and we're able to escape this level pretty quickly. I do apologize throughout the video if you do hear me clear my throat or sniffle a little bit. It is allergy season, so it is pretty wild. As you can see, we found the no clip square there, and we're able to exit the level. So here we do have a generator room. In this room, essentially, we're just looking for generators. We turn these on, I believe, for a duo run. It is 6 generators. So a good strat that my partner and I like to do is I usually go towards the right. He usually goes towards the left. We split up to try to find at least 3 generators apiece. Here you can see I find 2 next to me. These take about, I want to say, 15 seconds. So here we're just trying to get through this level pretty quickly. And on this level, there are skin stealers. So if the light does turn off on this level, they do get you. So we're just trying to get this done before that light turns off. And if I'm not mistaken, sorry, I think that it does turn off here soon. So you might be able to see that. So I get those 2 generators on. I'm looking for my third and final one. As I said again, my partner Ray, I believe he found his 3. And I think this is the last one here. I think the light does turn off for a split second, but it regains power as all the generators turn on. This is a pretty cool level. RNG needs to be on your side, otherwise you have to restart. And yeah, as you can see, the light just turned off there, but we were able to regain power, and now all we have to do is find the exit, which, if you're smart and you retrace your steps, you don't get too deep into here, it's easy to find this exit. As you can see, I'm doing what is called bee hopping, and it essentially is just preserving your speed. If you just sprint, you're going to run out of stamina, and you're just going to waste time. So bee hopping here to save my stamina, and it's around the same speed it takes to sprint. You're just saving more stamina. So you can hear and see my partner's already at the exit door waiting and dancing, hitting a little boogie. So and we're off to the next one. So here's another generator room, but as you can see, we're picking up fuses. They can be found either on those shelves that I just had or the cell doors. This one's pretty fun as well. We do have an entity, and here's little wet footsteps there, chasing us. And again, we're just trying to find the exit door. So here I use the little glitch type deal. You crouch and you walk into these little fuse boxes and find tape, wire, soda, almond water, anything like that for sanity. But on this level, we're not too worried about sanity, as it is not a big deal yet. So I did find some tape and wire, and you use these to replace or repair, the generators to open up the door, escape to the next level. There's a 3-part series, I would say, to this level, this one level. Here you could find that I see the exit here. I'm looking around, and I find this here. So 1 tape, 1 wire, 1 wire. I'm missing a tape. Just waiting on my partner now to come up and find that 1 tape. As you can see here, I find another fuse. I'm just looking around for more. Just waiting and waiting, like I always am for Ray. Now, Ray's a good partner. We do these speed runs a lot. As you can see, he comes up here and he's going to replace that final tape. Hit the lever and we're off to the second part of this level. As you can see, I used the glitch again to see what is in that fuse box, so that way I'm not wasting any fuses because they are crucial in this level. So I find another wire, I'm taking this hard left here, and you got to watch out for those hanging wires that you see there because I believe there it is. I did run into them. It does stall your movement for a few seconds, so it is quite unfortunate, but we do make it out of here in some pretty good time. Up the staircase, watch out for those wires once again. Grab another fuse out this cell door here. There's another. And my partner and I split up so we could find the max amount of wire and tape. You can see here I find another one. Get my cardio in, running up the stairs. And I think we're coming up on it here soon. Another staircase. This might be the final one. I'm not too sure. I think we might have another one here shortly. Nope, the last one. As you can see, my partner and I make it here at the same time. He's, scavenging like a raccoon, looking for more loot. Tape, double wires, missing one tape again. Hit the lever, and we're off to the third and final part to this level. Grab a fuse here. There are things around the map that you can grab as far as like soda, almond water, cookies, crackers, things like that. But like I said before, it's not too crucial here. During the duration of this speed run, I will take some of those to help my sanity because I do not want to die. Up the staircase here. I run out of stamina. You can see my frustration here. B hopping away. I see the staircase here. This may be the final one. I'm not too sure. Yep. All right, perfect. And you can see here, my partner and I get here again at the same time. So we're looking pretty good. So we find the final generator here. So we're just repairing everything. Dump the fuses. We did miss one here, so we had to go back and add that, as you can see there. Turn on the power, and we're off. So this is going to drop down this this gate here, and we're able to get across and exit this level. A good strat for this level, if you're too far away from your partner, you can jump off and down yourself while your partner escapes, and the level will progress as it did if two people were there. This level is pretty cool. This is what I like to call blind mice. Little nickname for this level. There is a blind entity on this level that cannot see you, of course, but he can hear you, and very well. So here what you want to do is you want to turn these pipes. There's 3 pipes, as you can see. This isn't one of them, but this is one as an example to open the door. You can hear Mr. Hungry Blind Man there. But this is going to open the door, but just like this pipe here, you're going to want to turn 3 of them to be able to open the exit door. So we're going to split up here. My partner's going to go right. I'm going to go left. As you can see here, I see him down this hallway in G. So I don't like that. I turn around and I'm going through B. I don't find nothing in this first room. Nothing in the second. I do catch a glimpse of that orange juice. I was very tempted to grab it, but as you know, in a speed run, every second counts. I don't know why those pipes are sticking out. I did pop a soda, so I'm able to run for a limited amount of time. As you can see here, I did find first pipe. Unfortunately, it was the third and final hallway. Sometimes you get lucky and it is the first room, but in this case, it is not. So my partner, I believe, already turned one valve. I just hit mine, which means two of the three are done. A good strat on this one is to just hit two of them and just spam the third one until it opens. This guy got some allergies too. So, as I said before, he is blind. He cannot see, but he can hear. So I wait for him to get far enough, and then, as you can see here, I'm running through the last pipe. I don't find it here. Very unfortunate, but we did get a pretty good time here, so it's not all that bad. And here we are. This is the third and final pipe, so I'm just turning it here. A good strat here is to go down by the entity while your partner, again, progresses through the exit door. This will save you some good time if you're too far behind from your partner. So again, I'm B-hopping, saving my stamina. I believe here I get down on purpose as my partner is already through the first part of the exit door, so that way I'm not holding him up too much. As you can see here, I will run purposely into the entity. Look at him go. All right, so here in the next 10, 15 seconds, I believe the level will be done, and we are off to the office level here shortly. Should be coming up here soon. And here we go. All right, this office level is pretty cool. Essentially, you're just looking for color-coded TVs with numbers on them. You find I believe it's a closet, and there's a punch pad. You type in the color-coded number and unlock the door, and then you go to the next level. But here, this one's a little special. You can see that we find these cubicles here. You jump on top, and you're able to skip this level, which is pretty cool. You skip another level doing this, and you save a bunch of time. It is allowed during this speed run, so it's very much okay. So here, as you can see, we're in the pool levels. So here we're just looking for, as you can see, there's a bunch of tunnels, a bunch of pathways. It's essentially just a big maze in a pool. And you're just finding the exit. So a good strat that my partner and I like to use is to keep going straight until you can't go straight no more. Eventually, you'll be stuck with the choice to go either left or right, or sometimes you just get one of those options. Sometimes you get unlucky, you run through, and it's a dead end. So you can see there, I'm looking up in the sky. Sometimes there is a tower, and it'll tell you where you need to go if you get lucky. As you can see there, I run into a dead end, so I have to turn around. Lost just a few seconds, but it is okay. I think we find it here pretty quick. This only option is to turn right, so we take what we can get. Here's another left. I think it's a dead end. I'm prepared to turn around, but my partner calls out that he has it, so you can see it's this right here. And here we find the staircase. So this is the end of this level. All we have to do is B-hop our way to the top. And when we get there, you can see that there is color-coded dots with those valves from a couple levels ago, you might remember. So we count the amount of dots in the wall as well as their color, match them up with the valves, and that's how many times you turn that specific color-coded valve. You can see here, we're just B-hopping, trying to preserve time, our stamina. Sometimes you do get stuck and stall out, but here did it pretty flawlessly. So once we get up here, spam the door. The dots are color coded. You count how many dots for that color. Turn these valves. I think my partner here gave me the wrong color for the red. So I go back and you can see I add another one and the door opens. And that is it for pool. So now we're in exit loop. So this one, as you can see, pretty crazy. So on this one here, there is an exit sign at the top of these corridors. You just follow the exit signs and it'll take you exactly where you need to go. However, if you turn the wrong way, you will be caught by the entity. So here we get in. We're looking for a blue key card. As you can hear behind me, my partner found it. So you look on these shelves for a blue key card that you use to open up these doors. I'm waiting for him because he found it, opened it up. Again, follow the exit signs. If you do not see an exit sign, that means turn. Right there. There's only one way here, turn left. I do not see an exit sign, so I turn right. It is the same blind entity from the previous level. This time he's chasing you, so I do not like the feeling of being chased. I do not like crawling, so you can only imagine my anxiety for this level. It is pretty fun. However, these hallways are pretty long, so it gets pretty crazy here. We did get pretty lucky. We didn't bump into anything. We didn't get caught. We make it through on a pretty good time, so you can hear him. He sounds pretty hungry behind us, but yeah, we should be coming up on this second door. This is the final one. Wait for my partner here. Close the door. Again, looking for the blue key card. I believe I find it on this one. This takes us a little bit. Sometimes you'll get lucky and both of them are laying next to each other. Other times you don't find it and you have to restart your run. Or in our case, we do find it in a pretty decent time. So you can see coming up here shortly, I will find it. This is the last level, the last part for this level. After we find the key card, we can leave. As you can see, I find it there. We open up the door. I'm whistling to get my partner to come with me. Try to be slick like Rick and open this door and run through, but I do mess up a little bit, but it's okay. Running through here again. Follow the exit signs. This one's pretty easy. And this is the second to last level. So I'm looking at my time. I'm running through. I'm seeing we're at a 17:43. We're going pretty good. We're on the right track. Not sure if I mentioned it before, but we are pretty close to world record. I believe we're 2 to 3 minutes off from world record. And this is, again, like I said, I believe a 21, 23, 32. I can't quite remember, but it's a pretty good run. We're working hard every day to get the time, so we're almost there. This monster's behind us going crazy. Sounds pretty hungry to me. It's getting louder. We find the exit door, just a red door with black arrows, and we're through. Pretty creepy. So we beat that pretty good. So here we're just gonna collect these coins and we're gonna sound off the horn. So what you heard there, it could either be straight, left, or right. You sound the horn, it'll let you know which direction you're going. So this no clip noise that you hear is gonna come in handy when we get down to these areas. So I'm letting my partner know I'm going down this one. We are splitting up here to better preserve time, get a faster time. So I jumped down this one. My partner jumps down the other one. Wow. You You see here, we split up. I'm listening for that noise that you heard, that no clip noise that you heard. I find it here pretty quick. Boom. We got real lucky. And here we are to the second part of this level. Just like Squid Game, this is a red light, green light. Self-explanatory. Do not move when it's red. Be cautious when it's yellow, and move when it's green. So if you get caught at this red light, you do not die. You do not need to restart, but you will lose tickets. Now, the jackpot amount for this level is 999. You'll see here in this run, I do go flawless on this red light, green light, giving me the max amount of tickets. So here you can go up, down, left, right. Just trust your gut. That's the best advice I can give you. And you'll see here shortly, we do find the exit. It'll be a green square with the hole, and that's where you're going to use to exit. There you can see I did try to run, but I trusted my intuition and stayed still, which is good because I would have got caught at the red light. So here we are at another red. It should be coming up here shortly. My partner is currently in this level as well. He's just in a different hole. As you can see, I see the exit there. Got pretty lucky. Drop down. You can hear 999 tickets. This is the exit door. Now, at this point, I'm just waiting for my partner to finish his red light, green light, and this door will open. Upon opening this door, he will find the exit door. It's pretty dark. You can just see it looks pretty much like a black door. Here it opens. I find it here shortly, as you can see here. And we exit through the tunnel, and we get a pretty good time. But I am going to wrap up this commentary. This is for anyone who may or may not know what this game is or how to speedrun. So this is to help a few people out there, or just for your entertainment. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next one.